Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati, and one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. The Bearcats will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit, they were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Francis. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire now on 2nd down. The running back has it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points.
They'll run it.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Getting some heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will send off the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes one man miss. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll run the draw. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Tripped up for the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's got it on the run. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He'll bring it back. It's Anderson. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. I mean, you've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
To the air, it's Francis. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. At the 35, he's open. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Francis. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Open runway ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Makes the catch. It's Cross. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Cincinnati. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. He'll keep it himself. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Francis. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Coming after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pocket starts to collapse. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the ground with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. They face a pretty tall mountain, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? They go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in this. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Francis. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass to catch.
Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Steps away. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the right. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. With the catch, it's Cross. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Here on third down. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback moving. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here.
31, Penn State, 13.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Keeps looking downfield. Turns it on in midfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll run this play from the pistol. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Off play action on first down. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Penn State. Number 82 with the catch in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. The defense holds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense lining up for a first down play. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.